Are you accepting the lie of getting old? If you are a man over 60 and believe that waking up 3-4 times a night to urinate is normal, then it's time you face a harsh truth. This is not a rule of aging, but a dangerous lie that has deceived millions of people. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a clear warning signal from your body. Every night, as you unconsciously wake up to go to the bathroom, your sleep is interrupted, your energy is drained, and your health is silently declining. The real issue is not simply a matter of age. Scientific research has shown that there are 3 silent enemies that are discreetly weakening your prostate health and robbing you of a good night's sleep. So stay with us. We will discover these 3 enemies together and how to defeat them, so you can reclaim your nights and finally feel like yourself again. You won't need any medication or surgery. If you find this information helpful, please let me know in the comments. And be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our upcoming tips on men's health. The lifestyle and habits that betray you. This is the most dangerous enemy because it hides in your daily actions. It's in the small, seemingly harmless things you do every day that, over time, add up to a big problem. What you eat, how you move, and even how you use the restroom all significantly impact your prostate health. Habit #10. Cutting back on water to avoid nighttime urination. This is a common and seemingly logical mistake countless men make. The thinking goes, less liquid in means less liquid needs to come out, which should lead to a full night of uninterrupted sleep. But here's what nobody tells you. When you severely restrict your water intake, especially in the later hours of the day, your body's waste products become more concentrated. Your urine becomes highly acidic and is no longer the clear, gentle liquid it should be. This concentrated, acidic fluid acts as a powerful irritant to your bladder lining and puts unnecessary stress on your already sensitive prostate. This constant irritation doesn't reduce the need to urinate. It does the opposite. It creates a false sense of urgency, signaling to your brain that you need to empty your bladder even when it's not truly full, trapping you in the very cycle you were trying to avoid. The key is to aim for consistent, strategic hydration throughout the day. Sip small amounts of water regularly from morning until early evening, then taper off completely about 90 minutes before you plan to go to bed. This consistent intake ensures your urine remains light, clear, and non-irritating, which is your body's natural way of telling you that your urinary system is calm and in perfect balance. Habit #9. Sitting for too long without movement. There's a story we often hear about men in retirement. A man named Frank, a retired school principal, told us that after a lifetime of hard work, he felt he had earned the right to just sit back and relax. His days were spent mostly in one spot, watching TV, reading the newspaper, or working on puzzles. While his desire to rest was completely understandable, he, like many men, was unaware of a common health pitfall. What we've learned is that too much sitting, especially as we age, quietly works against prostate health. It's a topic that's been explored in various studies. For example, research published in the Journal of Men's Health has highlighted that long periods of sitting put constant, low-level pressure on the pelvic region. This subtle compression can reduce blood flow to the prostate and promote inflammation. When circulation is limited, the body struggles to efficiently deliver nutrients and clear away waste, which can negatively impact prostate function over time. The solution, as simple as it sounds, is remarkably effective. We're told to set a timer for every 30 minutes. When it goes off, simply stand up and stretch for just 60 seconds. This small, consistent action releases pressure, restores blood flow, and sends a signal to the body that it's still active. Incorporating these brief breaks into a daily routine is an easy way to support prostate health. Habit #8. Overconsumption of caffeine. We often think of caffeine as just a morning pick-me-up, but it's a powerful stimulant that affects more than just our brains. It has a significant impact on our urinary system, which is something many of us don't consider. Caffeine increases urine production and stimulates the bladder muscles. For a man over 60, whose prostate may already be slightly enlarged, that extra stimulation can push things over the edge, leading to a more frequent and urgent need to urinate. This is especially noticeable at night, often causing disruptions to sleep. This doesn't mean you have to give up your favorite morning ritual. Instead, consider a simple adjustment to your daily routine. Enjoy that morning cup of coffee, but in the afternoon, try switching to herbal tea, decaf alternatives, or even just a glass of water with a slice of lemon. Making this small change can reduce the constant stimulation of your bladder and may help improve your sleep. Habit #7. Holding your urine for too long. We've all been there, stuck in traffic in the middle of a meeting or simply not wanting to miss the second half of a game. Holding your urine may seem like a harmless habit, but it can be a significant problem for men's prostate health. Every time we resist the urge to go, we stretch the bladder beyond what it should. This constant stretching creates downward pressure on the prostate, which can irritate the delicate tissues and muscles that help us urinate properly. Over time, this can lead to a more difficult or uncomfortable urinary experience. Additionally, holding it in can lead to incomplete bladder emptying, leaving behind stagnant urine. This leftover urine can become a breeding ground for bacteria and contribute to further inflammation. The message is simple. When your body says go, go. Paying attention to your body's signals and using the restroom when you feel the urge is an easy way to support your urinary system and reduce unnecessary pressure on your prostate. Habit #6. Smoking or being around smoke. We often focus on the more well-known health risks of smoking, but its impact on prostate health is just as significant. We learned about a man named Walter, who, despite having quit smoking years ago, was still experiencing prostate issues. He didn't realize that his regular exposure to secondhand smoke at a weekly poker game was a contributing factor. What we've come to understand is that the prostate is highly sensitive to environmental toxins. Research from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, confirms that each cigarette releases thousands of chemicals that restrict blood flow and trigger chronic inflammation. This damage isn't limited to active smokers. Even secondhand smoke can be incredibly damaging to the delicate tissues of the prostate. If you are a smoker, quitting is the single best thing you can do for your prostate and your overall health. For those who don't smoke but are regularly exposed to it, minimizing that exposure is crucial. It's a powerful step toward reducing chronic inflammation and improving your long-term prostate health. Enemy #2. The dietary misconception. What you eat sends a direct message to your body. Is your food fueling health or inflammation? Many of the foods we love are quietly working against us. Habit #5. Eating too many processed and spicy foods. We often hear about the importance of diet for heart health or weight management, but its impact on prostate health is just as critical. We learned about a man who, despite making some positive changes like cutting back on soda and walking more, was still struggling with prostate symptoms. When asked about his diet, he described a daily routine filled with bacon and eggs for breakfast, deli meat for lunch, and spicy chili for dinner. What we've come to understand is that highly processed foods like bacon and frozen meals are loaded with unhealthy fats, sodium, and preservatives. These ingredients can cause systemic inflammation throughout the body, including in the prostate. Additionally, spicy foods can directly irritate the bladder and pelvic nerves. When the prostate is already sensitive, these foods can act like fuel on a fire, exacerbating existing symptoms and discomfort. A simple adjustment to your diet can make a significant difference. We encourage incorporating more whole foods, such as fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins, and reducing the consumption of highly processed and spicy foods. This shift can help calm inflammation and support overall prostate health, even in small steps. Habit #4. Overconsumption of red meat. We often associate a healthy diet with lean protein, but we've learned that not all protein sources are created equal, especially regarding prostate health. A study from the Harvard School of Public Health showed that a diet high in red and processed meat can increase the risk of prostate problems. These types of meat are often packed with saturated fats, which can lead to a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation in the body. They can also affect hormones, potentially contributing to prostate growth. We learned about a man named Joe, a 70-year-old retired Navy man and a self-proclaimed steak guy. He decided to try swapping out some of his red meat meals for leaner options like grilled chicken, fish, and plant-based proteins like beans and lentils. He didn't miss the red meat as much as he thought he would, and experienced several benefits, including feeling lighter and sleeping better. We encourage a simple shift in diet to support prostate health. Try swapping out some of your red and processed meat meals for lean protein sources like grilled chicken, fish, or plant-based options like beans and lentils. This can help reduce inflammation and support overall prostate health, leading to a noticeable improvement in well-being. Habit hash 3. Belly fat and obesity. We often hear about the health risks of excess weight, but the location of that weight can be a critical factor, especially for prostate health. We learned about a man named Leonard, who, at 64, was curious about how his belly could affect his body beyond just appearance. As it turns out, the harm is significant. We now understand that belly fat isn't just extra padding, it's metabolically active tissue. A report in the International Journal of Obesity highlights how this type of fat produces powerful hormonal and inflammatory signals. One of its most concerning functions is converting valuable testosterone into estrogen, a hormone that can directly contribute to prostate enlargement. This process can worsen symptoms and create a challenging environment for a healthy prostate. The good news is that even small changes can make a big difference. We've learned that even a modest 5% reduction in body weight can have a noticeable impact on prostate symptoms. For men like Leonard, this was a game changer. It's a powerful reminder that taking a few steps to reduce belly fat can lead to significant improvements in prostate health and overall well-being. Habit hash 2. Chronic uncontrolled stress. This is the most overlooked enemy, yet it might be the root cause of many problems. Many men were raised to tough it out and not show weakness, but what we now understand is that chronic stress doesn't just live in your mind, it lives in your body. Habit hash 2. Chronic uncontrolled stress. We often think of stress as a purely mental state, but it has a powerful physical impact on our bodies, particularly on the prostate. When we're under constant stress, the body produces elevated levels of cortisol, a hormone that fuels inflammation. This inflammation, in turn, can tighten the muscles of the pelvic floor. Over time, this combination of inflammation and muscle tension creates a perfect storm for prostate issues to develop and linger. Beyond inflammation, chronic stress can also lower testosterone levels and increase our sensitivity to pain and pressure in the pelvic region. We've learned that even men who appear calm on the outside can be carrying a significant weight of stress, which silently impacts their physical health. Managing stress is a crucial step in supporting prostate health. Simple, consistent practices can make a world of difference. We encourage incorporating stress management techniques into your daily routine, such as deep breathing exercises, taking a short walk in nature, or connecting with friends. These actions help lower cortisol levels, ease muscle tension, and create a healthier environment for your prostate. Habit hash 1. Skipping yearly prostate checkups. Many men tend to avoid doctor visits, but for prostate health, these checkups are crucial. The prostate is a tricky organ that often shows no obvious signs of trouble in its early stages. A basic physical exam and a PSA blood test can provide life-saving information. These simple checkups offer the chance to address potential issues early, long before they become serious or unmanageable. We often use an analogy to help illustrate this point. Just as you wouldn't skip an oil change for your car, which can prevent bigger, more expensive problems down the road, you shouldn't skip a routine checkup for your body. These proactive visits are an investment in your long-term health and well-being. A path forward, small changes, big impact. It can feel overwhelming to look at a list of all the habits that might be affecting your prostate health. But remember, you're not broken, you're just becoming more informed. The goal isn't to overhaul your entire life overnight. Instead, we can start by picking just one habit to change, building momentum with each small success. Simple steps to a healthier prostate. For your habits, we've learned that a sedentary lifestyle puts constant pressure on the prostate. A simple, actionable step is to try standing and stretching for a few minutes every hour. Set a timer on your phone or computer as a gentle reminder. This simple movement can improve blood flow, relieve pressure on the pelvic region, and counteract the negative effects of prolonged sitting. For your diet, we know that certain foods can fuel inflammation. A simple dietary change is to swap your afternoon soda or coffee for a glass of water. Beyond that, focus on incorporating more anti-inflammatory foods into your daily meals, such as vibrant berries, leafy greens like spinach and kale, and healthy fats from nuts and avocados. These foods provide the nutrients your prostate needs to function optimally. For your mind, chronic stress is a silent enemy of prostate health. To combat this, dedicate just 5 minutes a day to deep breathing exercises. Inhale slowly and deeply, hold for a moment, and then exhale completely. This practice can calm your nervous system, lower cortisol levels, and help you manage the daily stress that can contribute to prostate issues. Remember, your body is always listening. With these simple, intentional steps, you can start giving it what it needs to support your prostate, reclaim your sleep, and improve your overall quality of life. The power to change is in your hands, one small habit at a time. If this message helped you, please take a moment to hit that like button. It lets us know this content is making a difference. And don't forget to subscribe to With Love for seniors and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let us know which habit you're going to change first. Your voice matters.